Hey guys, I'm back answering more poker questions. Outside today, this is my outdoor office where I like to sit and do some writing, record some videos. Also, we're currently at a power cut, so I'm outdoors today doing the video. So today's video is going to be on how to make it as a poker pro in 2018. This question was asked by Mo, so I'm going to dig into this one. So first, how do you make it as a poker pro? The first thing you need to do, in my opinion, is specialize in one format and get very good at it. Before you start trying to go cash games, live, MTTs, focus on one and get very good at it. I think a lot of people get caught up on what the pros are doing on the live scene and say they fluctuate between games a lot. They generally get very good at one game and then they start playing other formats. If you want to excel online, almost all games are specialist. I played heads up, the successful spins players, six max. You generally stay in your own lane, get very good at one format. So I think people starting out definitely mess around with too many games. Once you find a game that you're particularly good at or you particularly like, just stick to that, stick to one format and get good at it before you start thinking of, once you're very good at the format, it's easier to transfer those skills to other formats, but get very good at one format first. The next thing would be to treat it like a professional. So many poker players have a very slack, unprofessional approach to poker, which I don't like. I personally always schedule my time, know exactly when I'm working, exactly when my free time is, and exactly when I'm sleeping as well. I had a very structured day, so I think a lot of poker players get into the habit of having all this freedom, free time, which is good to begin with, but it really distracts you and holds you back. If you want to be a professional poker player, it's a tough thing to excel in. You need to treat it like a professional. You are your own boss. Not theoretically, you technically are your own boss. You need to treat yourself like that, and you need to have designated schedules that you stick to. I really feel that most players could improve their volume, improve their study time if they just had a schedule and they stuck to it, so they set their hours out in advance. And I don't think poker players do that anywhere near enough. And just your attitude towards poker needs to be professional as well. So if you feel tired or you feel like not working, you've just got to show up and put the work in. You might not play your A game, you might not play your best stuff, but just get a session in. If you don't call in sick every day, you're feeling a little bit down or you're not feeling energetic. So you've got to find a way to put in the hours. The next thing is play most days. Play most days and take notes, mark hands, evaluate your sessions. So I'm a big believer in studying hard, but also playing a lot. So you learn so much from experience. There's so much of the game that you just need to learn from experience, and you need to be playing often. And when you're studying a lot, you need to be playing a lot alongside that also to make that study implemented into your game. So I would advocate playing at least 5 days a week. And when you're learning poker and you're getting good at it and you're getting obsessed with it a little bit, you want to play most days. It's a good thing. You're motivated, you're learning, you're growing as a player. It's exciting to play almost every day if you can. So you really need to push the volume, and it's the way to learn. It's the way to learn by experience, by being analytical of the way you played spots, marking hands, taking notes on player types. Oh, that was an interesting spot. I'm not sure how to play that. I'll write that down. And then after your session, evaluate. So the next one, point number 4, would be to develop good study habits. So in the modern age, we've got solvers, which is great, because that means we can get some analytical data on the spot and how a GTO response would be, which is great for theoretical knowledge. So what I like to do is mark where you're weak, where your weak spots, where do you not understand as well as you could or should. And then once you've got those weak spots, you start marking hands in those areas, and then you work on them. So you need to be always improving, figure out where you're weak, and then going over the study sessions, going over marked hands, using solvers to get some clarity and theoretical knowledge. It's really important that you develop regular study habits. So you study an hour a day, a few hours a day, but also you're studying well. You're actually getting some good use out of the study time. I think far too many players, their study habits are really bad. Either they don't study at all or they just look over random hands, which gets them nowhere. Have an objective of the study session and an outcome, and then implement that into your game. The next one would be have great bankroll management. So great bankroll management is needed. Not just good, it's got to be great. You've got to learn to live cheaply on the come up. When you're coming up the rankings, there's no other way around it. If you're spending your money, if you have a big win and you spend a lot of money, you're not going to get anywhere because you're going to have bad months, you're going to have break-even spells. Ideally, you want to be spending next to nothing for a long period of time so you can go up buy-ins quickly. So you should be learning quickly, getting a good theoretical knowledge, pushing yourself to be one of the best players at your level, and then moving up. So I think you really need really good bankroll management, live extremely cheaply, incredibly cheaply, and just, make sure you're always saving money. So you've got a roll behind you so you can be a professional poker player. Because if you haven't, it just kills you. And also, if you haven't got good bankroll management, when you have a downswing, it just cripples you psychologically because your life's on the line. It's like, oh shit, all my money's going. You really need that kind of buffer of cash so you can move at buy-ins and you can deal with the variance of the game as well. Next one would be become a good winner player at your level and then move up a buy-in. So way too many people settle for the level they're at because, oh, they got comfortable with the money they're earning, or their spends have got too much, so they haven't got any money saved to shoot higher. Always be, once you're a good winning player at your level, like one of the top 10, 20% of the players at your level, aim higher, move up, never settle, always aim higher. There's rare examples where it's not worth it, but it's almost always worth it financially to be moving up levels, especially when you've got like a long poker career. If you're thinking of poker for the next 2-5 years, moving up buy-ins is just a no-brainer. All you need is the skill level and the bankroll. And I think bankroll, not having the money and being scared of moving up, holds people back. If you're a good winner player at the level you're at, save the money, get shooting higher. Next one would be invest in yourself. Invest in mentors, coaches, build your mindset. Your mindset is so important. If you want to be a successful, good poker pro, you need to be on top of your emotions. You need to be able to show up, put the work in, be the professional. You need to come up with strategies and tactics that allow you to get the best out of yourself. You need to get coaches who can actually help you with this stuff and plug any mental leaks that you have. We all have them coming up. You need to find strategies to fix them, and you need to be a strong, bulletproof person. The guys at the top who play the top stakes, they've got very strong mindsets. They can deal with the variance of the game. They can deal with downswings. They can deal with everything because they've built themselves up. So seek mentors, coaches, anyone who's going to help you with this kind of stuff. And finally, get clarity on what you want and how you're going to get it. So a lot of poker players drift. They drift through the poker careers, just playing poker to earn a bit of money, to pay the bills at the low level. If that's what you want to do, fine. But I think a lot of poker players would want more. They just haven't decided exactly what they want and how they're going to go about doing it. So get clarity, set goals for yourself, work on your mindset, make sure you're staying motivated to achieve more and more. And just get clarity and get working towards it. So that's what I work on with my clients currently. They're having great results by just setting clear goals for themselves, fixing these mental leaks which are holding them back, and then figuring out how to motivate themselves in the short term and in the long term so they can keep pushing, and keep achieving more. So I hope those tips helped.